Hello and welcome to the daily guidance for Wednesday, the 21st of December. Ooh, winter solstice. Okay, season is changing. Wow. Okay, so a whole new wave of energy here. We're in a different time, y'all. Okay, so this is it. I was meditating yesterday and there's somebody who this is the moment you trained for. So, you know how when we watch the movies where it's a competition, right? The Karate Kid, Creed, or Rocky, we just watch them. They practice and they practice and they study and they just put so much emphasis into it and they train for that day. For that day. And when the day comes and they reach the opponent and we root for them, somebody, you're in the moment right now that you've been training for. You've been training for this. And you have been speaking to yourself and encouraging yourself and telling yourself you can do this. You can do it. At that moment when it's time, you're going to know something's going to spark within you. And it's going to just activate this drive, this enthusiasm, this It's like a burst of energy that's going to tell you this is it. And somebody is in that moment right now. This is the moment you've been training for. But there's something you have to do. So if you are someone who resonates with this, where there's something you have to do, there's something you have to do, but you don't feel like you're up for it, like you're ready for it, there's some anxiety that comes, you get that knot in your stomach, and you're afraid. This is the moment you've been training for, though. This is it. And it's time. So what I saw in meditation was the person facing themselves and encouraging themselves and saying, you can do it. This is it. This is the moment. And when the moment passes, it passes. You will have to wait again for that moment to arise again. And it will take time for that opportunity to represent itself. So if you're on the brink of change and there's action that's required of you, you need to go for it. You need to pull through. You need to push forward. If it requires you to break barriers, you need to go for it. There is something someone has to do. I don't know who this person is, but you can do it. And once you do it, you've completed your mission. And you can move forward. And it actually, after doing this, moving forward, everything seems more seamless. It flows easy. It's like your life changes to where the energy flows. There's no more force required because you broke this barrier. Somebody is at an important fence. It's a fence. It's not a steel wall. It's a fence. You can actually see through and you can see what life would be once you get past this fence. If you have to climb over it, if you have to cut it open. This is it. this is the time. Somebody, I don't know who that's for, maybe for multiple people. We're going to start with the soul cards today. I put up the signs that I was told that I need to get messages for. I put those up on YouTube. I have 2 more signs that I'm getting. So I'm going to be recording 2 more signs. And then, you know, after I'm done with those 2 signs, I'll see if I get anything else. So let's see what we get for today here. We are on solstice. Wow. Okay, one of the signs that I uploaded yesterday got this. I think it was Aquarius. So I'm just feeling like you're being cared for. Something is being carefully watched over. It's like multiple hands are over you. It's time for you to hatch. It's time for something to finally be cracked open. It's time. And I'm feeling warmth here. I mean, there's a lot of hands on this egg, keeping it warm. It's time for something to be birthed to life. So it's time for your new life to appear, to come. It's time for you to come out of your shell and surrender. The 2 hands are up. This is the moment somebody's been waiting for. I'm going to pull a few tarot cards from the new deck that I got. Wow. Yes. It's time to really take a good look at yourself. Some of you may be starting to remember. You may be getting memories. Some of you may be actually remembering your dreams, your astral travel. It's like you're connecting with past lives, other versions of yourself. You're expanding. This is allowing yourself. This is you allowing you to view yourself in different ways. You're seeing all sides of yourself. There's a change happening within you, and you're proud of it. So some of you, your scars, you're proud of your scars. You're seeing what you've gone through. Okay, so somebody's awakening to who they truly are. They truly are. Someone's awakening to who they truly are. Loving, embracing who you are. I recommend that you all watch the readings that I uploaded, even if it's not your sign. Yes, oh my God, it literally, this is it. It's rejoicing. This is what's happening within. Some of y'all, you're doing it. Some of you did it already. Some of you have already passed through. You're on the other side of the fence. This is the celebration that's happening for you. There's like a party happening. Dancing. Your ancestors are dancing. They're rejoicing. This is a victory here. So it's happening for many of y'all. I can tell you, when I first started today's message, they took me to a space where this is the moment. This is it. It's decision time. Some of you are about to let your moment pass you by. This is the moment. That was actually the title of Monday's Daily. This is the moment. And they're starting to give me titles for the dailies. I didn't used to title the dailies, but they're giving me titles for these dailies now. Many of you have done it. and you're actually on the other side and you're about to hatch. So changes within the next 3 months, there's going to be some changes. February feels like a very important month. I was getting something else. I think it left me. It'll come back. So, yes, this is decision time. I've been uploading messages from the archangels. These are messages I've been getting throughout the year, 2022. Actually, and 2021, the end of 2021 as well, I was getting some. And they told me that they'll let me know when it's time to start sharing them. I'm sharing them on the Inner Voice Chronicles channel, so I would recommend you all to subscribe to that channel. Okay, there's going to be more that I'm led to post there. So there's something happening. We're getting similar cards here. Okay, something's happening. I need to fill this card out. There's something with this. There's some kind of treasure. Something of value, something of importance. Some of you, this may be an actual physical thing, something tangible. Some of you may carry something with you, a crystal, a necklace, something, a gem. Oh, wow. Okay. Something's changing within you, your higher self. There's something coming together, and it's something of deep resonance with your authentic self. This is those of you who allowed it to happen. This person is at peace, and they're just letting things happen around them. Whether or not the things that are happening make sense is none of their business. They're at peace, and they trust, and they're just going to allow it. So that's the energetic space that's going to push you through. That's where they want you. Anything else here? Wow, yes, because you're birthing a new world. She's holding a world. It's happening. So, my goodness. Some of you are there. You're in the new space. You've already created it, and you let it happen. You're giving birth here. It's hatching. It's happening. So you have the world in your hands. And just see how the light radiates around their head here. And I just feel like the true authentic self, it's awakened. It's in control. So, wow. This is really good. I'm actually very excited. Because they did tell me that many of you have come a far, far, far way. You've moved mountains. You're making the impossible happen. Many of you are a part of the reason that the earth has been able to ascend. You've been doing the work. You've been cleansing your space. Wow, you're a star. You're moving up. Wow, it's like you're going to be able to rest. So I feel like someone's sleeping here. When you sleep, just know that you have guides with you, you have help, you're being nurtured, you are loved. This is when you're dreaming with the stars. A lot of you, your dreams are about to come true here. You've been nurturing your dreams. You've been letting things happen. So get ready to start living your dream. You're on your path here. So I feel like many of you, you're doing what feels good for you. And that's very important. It's not doing it because the messages tell you to do it. It's not doing it because the people around you are doing it. It's not doing it because it's the norm. you know, none of those reasons matter. You're doing it because it feels right with who you are. It feels right with your soul. We got a few cards. So we have 5 of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay, interesting. So these two, some of you are letting go of the things you used to be codependent on, right? If you look at the cards, the images don't match like the traditional images. This tells me that some of you are becoming very comfortable. You're at ease with things in the past you would not have confessed to anyone but your own diary, right? Now, I mean, with the jeans, the tennis shoes, she's like sitting on the floor, cross-legged. She's comfortable with her shadow side, right? The devil. And she's journaling about it. Even with these shadows piercing over her, there's also figures behind her. She's covered by other energies, but she's okay. It is well with her. This one may not have enough. 5 of Pentacles. She's at the bank. It looked like she's in line. Maybe about to ask for a loan. She holds that last pentacle in her hand. But she's all right. She'll make it through. She knows that when she gets there, her guides will be working on her behalf in this area. You can see the light shining there. It's like wherever you go, just know that they're going to be there before you. And they're going to make sure you get the outcome that you deserve. Of course, when you trust. Of course, when you learn to love yourself and be comfortable with who you are. Right? 2 of Wands. Once you make that decision to move on. See, a decision is needed right now. Some of you, you're at it. This is an important decision-making point. Capricorn at 0 degrees. Yes, we're moving into Capricorn season. We're moving into Saturn rules Capricorn. This is when things actually materialize. It's the devil energy, yes. Wow, we're moving into Capricorn season, which is the most evolved earth element, and we are on earth. Something's trying to materialize. It's decision-making time. 2 of Wands. She has her bag. She has her wands. She's trying to figure out, which way do I go? She has the wand in her hand that is not stuck in the ground. So she's already picked up the wand that is movable, changeable. The wand that can go with her. She has it in her hand. She's ready to go. With her backpack, she's ready. She got her cape on. She's about to learn to fly. So some of y'all got some kind of decision you need to make. Let me see if anything else comes out. And I feel like it's time. And honestly, this is one of those points where you really gotta be able to take responsibility for the decisions you make or the decisions you choose not to make. This is like some kind of important point in somebody's life here. This is, it's like it's very crucial. We're at a very critical moment here. Wow, of truth. You know, out of the 4 signs, I did Leo. They got this card as the second card. I did Aries. This was their second card. And then Aquarius. This was their second card. Out of 4 signs, 3 signs got this card as the second card. And Virgo, who didn't get this card, but they did get the Elder. of swords, and he held this sword, which was crooked, in his hand. There's something about the truth. And honestly, I feel like the next 3 months, there's going to be a lot of truths that's going to be revealed. And it's going to be hard truths. It's going to be truths that people have rejected maybe for the past couple of years. And all of a sudden, they will have to accept it. So there's some kind of breakthrough moment that's about to happen. And it's interesting because the one who delivers the truth, some of you are about to have to backstep. Some of you may have to even swallow some pride here, because there's some things that's going to be revealed, and it may be things that you rejected in the past. This may have something to do with, yeah. So there's some type of clarity. And this is, it's actually going to release you from some tight holds, actually. Some of you may actually leave a job or lose your job, or you may realize that when you left your job or when you lost your job, that was probably the best thing, because you were letting go of the hold that the devil had on you. So I'm releasing a channeled message today on the Inner Voice Chronicles, and it's going to speak of the changes that are happening, the waves that are approaching our shores. I'll leave the link below, but please just check out the channeled messages. There's so much things that are coming through them. There's something someone needs to realize, they need to face. It's also stop fighting it. Just allow something. Let's see if we get something else. There's some kind of Four of Wands. Yes, you're at a crossroad. It's interesting. Look at the Four of Wands. I feel like this is like a marriage. But the first thing I was led to see was these two crosses over each of them. So some of you, I don't know, I'm getting like an X. I'm getting an X. Like, so some of you, your ex, I don't know, that might have some kind of importance. But they're being united. Two X's. Crossing. Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is about contentment. It's happiness. It's security. Some of you, this may represent a committed relationship here. Okay? I feel like they're in a chapel or a church or a place of worship, and they're walking down the aisle. They're uniting. I see flowers, plants around them. They keep bringing my attention to these X's here. Some of you may be reconciling with an ex. Tell me more, please. Four of Wands. Wow. Somebody needs to pick up the wand and make a decision, take action. There's some kind of action needed here. Anything else? And there's no action. There's no action. Someone feels blocked. Someone feels indecision. Just know indecision is a decision. Okay. I implore you, please don't allow yourself to stay in this energy. There's another X here. There's an X here. She's crossing her chest. There's something about somebody's about to miss the opportunity. There's these X's. And then another X. But this is like the time to rejoice, take action. I see the King of Wands here. It's time to rejoice. There's something, whatever it is that you're afraid of the result, you're going to get a positive result, but it's going to take some confidence. Some of you, you're really going to have to just pick up the wand and do it. He holds the wand. You're going to have to take action. So there's some action needed here, somebody. Anything else? Don't allow yourself to get stuck in indecision. That's not it. Not in this season. Wow. She has the sword. She's holding the sword in her hand. Call to action, judgment. She fights for what she believes she deserves. She gets the outcome. She has healthy boundaries. She will not let an opportunity pass her by. She speaks her truth. Some of you, there's something you may have to say to someone. There's some kind of communication. Ace of Swords. Now she's holding the sword. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. Ace of Wands, Four of Wands. So I feel like enough has been said. There's something here about communicating. The truth, speaking. There's something needs to be said so that you can remove the blocks, remove the X's in your life. Anytime you feel like you get a stop or something's not happening. Anything here? Anything here? Be assertive. Somebody has to do something. You have to assert yourself. Get more information. I'm going to have to pull some more cards. Be assertive. Somebody has to actually do something. This doesn't just happen. Someone has to be involved in their life. We're at that point to birth new things into your life. Here, the Elemental of Wands. This is like Page of Wands, but it's different because this is so this is a salamander. He can walk through fire and not get burned. So some of you may be afraid of getting burned. That's why you're not taking action here, Ace of Wands. Elemental of Wands tells me this is like the purest form of energy, of creation. Some of y'all have like the spark of life in your hand. Oh my God, some of y'all may be you may be very fertile right now. Okay. Specifically fellas, this to me is like a spark of life. So you may be about to have a child, conceive with someone. You're very potent right now. If you're trying to have a baby, right now is a good time to do that. Somebody's afraid of getting burned, but they don't understand their power, that they're protected. They just need to show. They need to put their best foot forward and go for it, and then things happen. Without you taking that first step, nothing happens. You're stuck. You're in stuck energy. But once you say, I'm going for it, I'm going to take action, that's when the wheels start turning. But you have to be assertive. This is for those who are involved in their life, who are ready for change, who's calling it in by taking a part, like being a part of their life, not being a victim of their circumstances, sitting back, watching things happen, and then, you know, having a say-so after the fact. No, this is those who see an opportunity, put their best foot forward, and push through any obstacles. You have to be assertive. You have to be assertive. You have to play a role in this. In this new world that you have to play a role. Okay? You have to play a role. 8 of Wands, yes. There's some kind of communication. There's something that needs to be communicated. Action needs to be taken. This is 8 of Wands. Fast action. I see her reading a letter. Whatever is in this letter, it's of value to her. It will actually allow her to see evidence of change in her life. So after reading these, there's something real, something tangible that comes from reading this. I mean, money came out of some of these envelopes. So it's like something of value. This is communicating something of importance, something that can actually show change, physical change in your life. Yes, you have to, you're going to have to, wow. Initiate of Pentacles here. This is learning what you needed to learn and taking the action. Wow. I feel like I see a card turned over. There is a card that turned over here. There's 2 cards here. Some of you don't realize that the thoughts that are in your head are it's like you're running from what you actually want. Some of you are hiding from what it is you're trying to obtain, because 7 of Swords just says you may be on the lookout. You may be afraid of what might happen. But see, that's like focusing on the wrong details of this. Because it might feel risky, but you go for it anyways. That's how they want you to really make the next step. Wow. An offer of love here. Novice of Cups. Novice of Cups. Almost like the Knight of Cups, but it's a different meaning. So this is an offer of commitment. This is saying I'm committed to, I'm pouring my heart into this. Somebody wants to make some kind of offer here, but they're afraid that their thoughts are making them not do it here. I am getting that with these 2 cards. Someone's looking over their back. They're afraid of making this offer, this cup of love here. Okay. So that is the message. I'm going to actually leave it there. That's today's message. I hope that this was helpful. Okay. Thank you all for watching. We'll see what comes out on Friday.